wasn't even working, so I had to resort to energy drinks and stuff of that nature in order to keep me awake. And taking deep breaths was a completely wrong direction I feel to have taken.
Okay. So it didn't really work out for you, but we can make new goals.
Oh yeah,
and
of
just
course.
end that one since
Mm-hmm.
it didn't work out. Okay.
That's fine.
Well,
Yep.
I'm glad that you kept an open mind with it.
Absolutely.
So
Maybe later in my life I'll try picking it up again later, but just at this current moment in time, it's not for me.
Okay. So, was there any good experience with?
Throughout the day, somewhat I was able to. There were certain times during the day when I was not tired, and that helped out in the situations. But overall, the time where I needed it the most, it was kind of counterproductive.
Okay. And so, was there anything that you learned from it? That it can be helpful.
Yeah, I could say. Yeah, it could be helpful and that stuff, but probably the biggest benefit would have been just like it relaxed me throughout. Like during the day when I was stressed and not tired, it did relax me. So I'd say it's helpful in the fact that if it wasn't 4 in the morning when I was the most stressed, it would be helpful. But unfortunately, that was my case this time. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it possibly, like as I was saying earlier, it could be helpful like later on, but not right now. Where most of my stress comes late at night when things are getting crunch time because I haven't finished them quite up yet, but I need to get them done before tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm hearing that it just wasn't for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, are there any other goals that you'd like? Anything that did work for you?
Taking breaks worked somewhat. It worked great during the day, but with the amount of work I had to do this week, it kind of didn't work out because it did end up staying late, as I was telling you.
Yeah.
So, but it did make some tasks more manageable. It's just the stuff that was pushed back, kept getting pushed back later through the night, that built more stress up. So I'd say on a typical week, it works very well. But with the amount of stuff that was needed to be done, it just didn't quite work out because it just was awful.
Okay, so on a typical week,
it works well.
It would work well, but this past week was very difficult.
Yes, I had a couple classes coming with big projects due and everything, which all kind of came down at once.
So maybe it wasn't the best time to start the initial coaching session for new techniques. But maybe at the end of this session, maybe these will really help you.
Yeah, well, that's why I came to last week, though, was just because there's so much to do, and I needed the extra help with the stress.
So I believe the goal for taking breaks was for every hour of studying, it was to take a 15-minute break.
Yes.
So what percentage of success with following through did you have?
I ended up not taking as many breaks as I should. It ended up being like every 2 hours I'd take a 15-minute break, rather than, because I felt like with the amount of time I was working, an hour was just a very short time span.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was able to, I did set an alarm so that way I was only taking 15-minute breaks, which was nice. So I'd say that was successful.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of them I took was not.
Okay. So if you had to put a number on it?
Probably about 93.
90, okay. Very specific, okay. Great.
I don't know, just a number that came to mind.
Well, I think all these goals, most of them helped you.
Yes.
So maybe we can revise them.
Okay.
Or we can make new ones. Something like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Great. Well, let's switch gears, kind of. Let's talk about your vision that you set last week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that was?
Along the lines of somewhere being happy and healthy and stress-free lifestyle, like how to implement that into my own life and succeed in it.
Okay. And then your 3-month goals. What are those?
Basically it was like start homework as soon as possible, which I don't always have the ability to, but there's certainly times where I procrastinate sometimes and don't start the right way when I should. Especially like this week where I just got done with a heavier set of load. Mm-hmm. I enjoy taking some time off. but then that always